Ever wondered what angels groove to? Jersey's got you covered. Welcome to Jersey's Higher Self Radio, where the airwaves shimmer with angelic vibes. Imagine angels flying around, sprinkling stardust on your everyday worries. Feel the celestial connection as you groove to heavenly tunes and divine messages. Whether you're seeking guidance, a boost of positivity, or just some magical music, Jersey's got your back. This isn't your average radio show, it's a mystical journey through the cosmos. So unplug from the mundane and plug into the divine. Let the angels serenade your soul and elevate your spirit. Tune into Jersey's angelic radio vibes and let your higher self take the wheel. Remember, the universe is always broadcasting. You just need to be on the right frequency. Hit that subscribe button and join our celestial community today. Peace, love, and angelic tunes, folks.
Welcome to Jersey's Higher Self Radio. Happy Sunday. Smoke Roots in the building. What's up, Smoke?
What's up, bro?
How's your mom?
Sure, right.
Smoke had to take a little trip, so we're running late tonight. Yeah. I was gonna say a little late, but we're running late. We're running late tonight. Jersey's Higher Self Radio. We're back. We got a special treat. We got Madawan in the house tonight. Madawan, New Jersey. What's up, Carrie? You want to introduce yourself?
Hey, everybody. So, came in all the way from the Jersey Shore to the Jersey's Higher Self Radio. So happy to be here. So exciting.
That's what's up. Welcome, Carrie. Yeah. Thank you for coming to visit us.
Yeah.
So, how was it so far? How's New York? Upstate New York, I should say.
I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with the area.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fresh air up here.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So the studio is pretty cool.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry we couldn't mingle with you as much as we wanted to. We wanted to go out and have some lunch with you or something. Appreciate you coming out, but you know how work is, so you couldn't catch up like we wanted to, but we really appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
God bless you, Smoke. God bless you.
Needed that.
Good. So, Carrie, how long you been watching our show?
Jersey, it's funny you asked me. So, been following you for a bit because we reconnected because from Madawan. And you throw out all these little messages, and then finally I was like, "What's your show? What's your show? What's your show?" And then I started watching actually Memorial Weekend that Sunday, so back in May.
Okay.
And I just it was you, Smoke, of course, and then your co-host Mona, who I'm keeping the seat warm for. I did see her today.
I was gonna say you got to go visit Mona.
I did.
How was her spirits?
She was great spirits. I told her the whole time. I was like, you're really in a good headspace, and she's coming along. Mona's on medical leave right now, but she's coming along. But it's just cool to see her. So what I was trying to say is like I consider you three like my friends. Every Sunday I'm like, I'm going to my friends. So I go. It's like I'm in your living room every Sunday.
Oh, I know. So now you're in the studio.
Yeah. So it's like I really connected with all three. And then when you announced that Mona was going on medical leave, I was like, what do you mean? Is my friend? So
we miss Mona too. We can't wait to get Mona back.
We had our own little podcast today at the rehab center.
She
go live.
But she was like, we're podcasting right now with each other. It was really funny.
That's cute. What's up.
But so I started watching the show, and I just kept watching it. And as we all know, the higher self, we're all kind of in our own little journey and our own little path of whatever we're waiting for. So I was following you and your journey and path, and you would shout out different things and people that I knew, so I just felt connected. And then Smoke would say his, and Mona would say his, but then
we went to the same high school. We went to the same high school, so we got a lot of the same friends.
I'm class of 95. He's class of 97. And So we have a lot of mutual friends. And obviously, when he shouts out some of the people, I'm like, oh, I know them. And then I'll tell them. I'll be like, you got a shout out on this radio show, right? Oh, really?
Check that shit out.
They tune in, and then they tune in.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Thank you.
And everything.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. So basically, I just was like, I want to come on the show. I don't care. You want to come on the show? Come on the show. We're down. So I was like, I'll go on the show because what I'm trying to get out here without going off here is the show has helped me tremendously. Helped me in a healing situation. Smoke keeps looking at me. Giving me the like. Yeah. So it has helped me in more ways than I didn't think. I was just watching it because I was like, yeah, I'll watch your show. And then I started really looking forward to it, really like what the topic is. Really, it was
Engaged,
something. It was something that was stable in my life. Like I just knew every Sunday, 8 p.m. I'm in the zone. I'm there.
Or 10 p.m.
Or 10 p.m. With special guests.
Oh man.
We had to go get her from Jersey.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, am I the first person that came out of state?
Yeah.
On the guest? Oh.
Yeah.
On the other show, somebody else came in from another show.
Oh, okay.
From the city, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said.
But not a special guest.
Yeah.
Cool. It's a treat.
Yeah. Well, that's nice though. You about it,
And tonight's the show's topic is the art of healing. So, can you tell us some things you were going through that we helped you with, if you don't mind?
To not get like all specifics, but in the last few years have just been a down spiral of financial and crossroads of life, and I had an accident, and it kind of developed a lot of fear and anxiety and PTSD that I'm not familiar with.
Right.
I am always a person that just keeps it moving. I'm a person that just strong. I'm just like, okay, moving on. And I just was crippled by all of this fear of getting hurt again or not getting better or all the things. So it just messed up my mind. And like every time as I would do something to heal that or make it better, something else would happen. And I know everybody's got their stuff.
Right.
Everybody. But I just wasn't used to all this anxiety ridden, like it just wasn't me. So I didn't know how to manage it. So I, as you would say, like you just start eliminating certain things or doing certain things that feel good or not. And then, like I said, I was just in this weird headspace, and it just kind of lined up. The Bluetooth lined up as far as, I'll watch your show. And then I just was connecting with you all going through the same thing. You're all going through the same thing. And I guess because we're from the same area, it was more of a connection of like, well, he used to sing, well, not the same, but, we're the same, and he turned things around. And I've always been known as a leader and as an independent person and a person that always just like, people come to me for, like guidance or all that. And I just wasn't that person anymore. And I just felt lost. And I just didn't, I'm like, I look in the mirror and I don't recognize myself. All the things, and I just didn't know how to get out. And then like, each time I would watch the show, I would tell you, like, I just keep something about it that just keeps bringing me back.
Yeah.
And it, like little bits and pieces you would like say, or Smoke would say,
it's
and
like
it just would like
nobody's perfect, right?
Yeah, but it would like just. I was like, okay, I never thought of it that way, or that's cool, or I do it that way. Wow, there's somebody else who thinks that way, and it just kept going and going and going, and it was just. I don't know. And I even remember a time where I was like driving and I can feel like the world lifting off of my shoulders, and I was like, I can't wait to tell Jersey. Like, I just was like, wow, I don't know what happened, but it just kind of happened. So you were like, yeah, keep it up, keep it going, all that.
Keep it up. Hell yeah.
So it was good. It was nice and everything. But So one of the things I'm like, I'm gonna go on that show. I'm gonna go on that show.
Yeah,
so
and you're here.
Like,
that's fucking dope.
It did help me, and it's not for everyone, as we know. I try to get some other people to watch, and yeah, it's not for me. I'm like, okay, but did you listen to the message?
Mm-hmm. Nah.
Did you listen to the message? So I have to pinpoint the messages. We didn't even see the part because you didn't watch, but okay.
Yeah, right?
So maybe they'll watch.
Definitely
now.
our top fan.
Yeah, for real.
According to Facebook, I am.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah.
Facebook don't lie.
Yeah, you're the correspondent for Jersey.
Right. So funny. So.
That's what's up. We appreciate you. So, you're on the healing path.
Physically, yes, I'm good. Mentally, again, I don't like share too much, but there's just always something. You're always worried about something, and unfortunately, my parents are all gone, and I don't have husband or kids, so it's always just me at the end of the day. And you just picture your life a certain way, and when it doesn't go that way, and again, everybody's got stuff. It's nothing.
Are you comfortable with being by yourself though?
I'm accustomed to it. It's been this way for over 30 years, so it's.
But are you comfortable?
Yeah. I mean, there are times where.
Are you just tolerating, or are you comfortable?
I'm comfortable, but there's certain days that I just tolerate. But when I do get it with a group of people for a long period of time, I'm like, oh, I gotta get out of here. It's too much.
It's a thing where if you've been doing it for a long time, it becomes a part of your life, a part of you were comfortable with it. I'm not saying that you can't change it, but you will comfort to it. But if you're a person with like a open heart, open mind, you will let somebody and then you can still keep your background.
Right.
What I mean? Knowing that if this person didn't stay, hey, I'm always got me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the best self-love you could ever have. Still.
Yeah. That's where I was getting at. Is
it's not even, and you can't think of as being alone. It's not alone. It's yourself.
Right.
Yes, if you look at it alone, it's a different. You get a different picture.
Yeah.
But look at it as
like
I'm with self.
With relationship.
With self.
Treat yourself like you're your best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
That's what I was getting at. If you practice self-love, because being alone is hard for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I've been taking care of myself for a long time. I definitely treat myself all the time. I've done a lot of traveling, I guess for compensation maybe.
Yeah.
I just thought about that the other day. I'm like, maybe I'm compensating all the traveling because I've traveled to 29 countries, 29 different countries.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
So it's been a lot, and it's been a great experience. So many cultures, so many, we're just little tiny ants in this Detroit, New York. We are
right.
really.
But people just go out of it. They would know that.
Yeah, but
I was asking her Smoke because we was talking before the show, waiting on our
host,
our platform.
Our engineer.
Have you ever heard of the soup that's cooking for like 3 years? It's just cooking for years.
The stew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they never take it off the fire. It's just
it's in the ground too.
So, yes.
What's the name they call it?
Like,
don't tell me.
Into that shit?
I don't know.
No, let me tell you what it's called. The hunter stew.
Okay.
The cabbage. It's cabbage, and I don't remember the other, but it's what's the name stew for? I don't know if it's Greek, but I went to this. We was working at this wedding before. They rented the whole Kinderhook, we call it grounds. They have a big, we call it grounds, but they're camping grounds where you can do all different type of activities and stuff. So they rented out to do a wedding, and the wedding is 3 days. So it's start from Friday, Saturday to Sunday, and they do the hunter stew. And they say, for like 6 months that shit is cooking.
Yeah. Bro,
when you see that cabbage, because they say that in it's when they was in the war with England, and the woman will cook that stew for them to come back. So that's how they keep it going. Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I wonder how that shit tastes.
I think it's kind of bitter, like but they eat it with something else that makes it. I don't know.
Salt and pepper.
It's a culture thing. So.
Totally. Well, I was saying I was in Thailand and they have the big pot of soup.
Yeah.
Every day it's soup, it's soup, but you have to mix it to see what comes up.
Yeah.
And then you know what kind of soup it is for the day. That's what I'm saying. And then
not on that TikTok videos, I see they biting them big.
And then my friend brought it.
Shit was still alive and they eating it.
Yeah, but my friend brought an armadillo back to New Jersey from Grenada.
Yeah.
And I was like with the hard shell, everything. You eat that? Yeah. They brought it back, cooked it up. This and that. And so that's how we got this conversation. And, you know, so I tried it. I gotta respect everybody's. I tried it.
Have you been to any holy grounds or healing places? Meditation
in Japan.
spots?
In Japan, everywhere you go is a spiritual. Everywhere. The buildings, they have little water signs on them to protect them from fire.
Yeah.
They have a children's graveyard that has little mini dolls with red hats, and that's all the children that passed away. And it's rose. It's sad. But there's all these little, I can't remember all of it right now, but in taxis and different things, there's just little hidden things, and it's all protection.
Yeah.
All protection from something. An element.
Some spiritual thing.
An element. In Thailand, it's a Buddhism. So you don't hug or shake hands.
No.
You do praying hands. So that's for everybody and anybody.
Any political buildings did you pass with those symbols on them?
What's that?
Any political buildings with those symbols on them in different countries?
No. I didn't really experience any political things when I was, they're more talking about our political things. We know about America,
Say Trump, right? Trump.
Yeah, America is a highlight in different countries. They really look at it as what's next.
Right.
Yeah,
they don't even hear about the mountains. They hear about the president and stuff. So I just change the subject.
And see, I like when place like Japan now, where you say the Buddhism, they don't shake hands and you kind of look back on that and say, it means something if the whole country practice this thing. Yeah. It's meant something that we don't know. You understand? They know. But we don't know, we don't understand it. You understand? And sometimes it's the same thing that we do, they doing.
And I think it's more of an energy thing, with the even the shoes outside.
They know they know something, bro. They know something. You know what I mean? All this truth was scattered around.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
All different the flow of everything and whatnot.
You do take your shoes off even to go into a market. So you're walking barefoot with raw meat and everything. It's respect. It's it's just what they know, what they do, and coming we're considered foreigners. So coming from the other country, some people are like, "What, me?" And you just you have to go by it. You got to flow. You're in their house.
So even if you go into a department store, you have to take off your shoes.
A big mall, no. But a corner market or anything, yes.
That's respect.
Yeah, and they have all of their meat is pretty much alive at 7 a.m. and then brought to the market at 4 p.m. fresh. So it's a very farm to table. It's
take away all the contamination and all that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, they will give you anything off their back. They don't have much. Yeah. But they see you you don't have the right shoes. Have mine. Yeah. We're here. Sometimes, I don't say all the time. Yeah. Sometimes it's I ain't giving you my shoes, So it's when I travel. They'll
rescue a dog before you're human.
Yeah, it's when I've traveled to all the different countries. I mean, I've been to Europe many times. You see, like you said, it's not that we're doing it wrong, but you see different, and the whole country is Ireland. Everybody's Catholic. Yeah. So everybody goes to church on Sunday. Everybody, that's what you do.
And those are the people that do the stew. That is an Irish thing, I think. When you watch Braveheart, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's that war.
You watch Braveheart?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
I love
funny.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
That's funny.
That's my movie too. That was a badass
Yeah.
movie.
That's funny. So like I said, I just resonated with everybody. I connected with everybody. I just, like I said, it was just like a stable thing in my life.
So which country you went where it leave a stain in your head that, this country is definitely different?
Like a good stain or a bad
What felt
No,
more
good.
home?
It could be good, not bad, but good. Any type of stain, like
Spiritually.
spiritually.
Spiritually, it's definitely Thailand and Japan,
Thailand.
Asian countries.
You felt different when you got there?
Oh yeah, it's complete opposite. So
So-
they're in the future.
Was it healing?
So it's 10 p.m. whatever here. It's 10 a.m. there tomorrow.
The hell was that?
I don't know.
You said it's 10 ding.
It's already in the future tomorrow. It's already tomorrow there. So when I would text and everything, people would be like, "What do you mean it's 7 a.m.? We're just going to bed or we're getting ready for it." And I'm like, "We're in the future."
So they ahead.
They're 12 hours ahead.
Damn.
They're literally on the opposite side.
Yeah.
So when our sun is setting, their sun is
So
rising.
what you do with communication, like?
So WhatsApp. I mean, I try not to really communicate when I'm away. I want to be away. I want to be there. I want to be with them.
So how you speak to, like, you don't speak Japanese? You speak.
You mean with the people?
Yeah.
So when I
Google
went to,
Translate.
Yeah. So when I went to Japan, I was in a group. Traveling.
Yeah.
So the leader, she spoke English.
Oh.
So you kind of, and we were going to more touristy area.
Oh.
In Thailand, it was either Google Translate or if you really had to say something important. Other than that,
You kind of understand what it means.
Point or smile or body language.
Back to the healing aspect. Well, how did you feel when you got to Thailand?
So
Compared
I had
to
gone
America,
twice.
let's
So
say.
I had gone twice. So the first time I went was winter of 2023. So that's when I completely changed my life. Completely.
I was just about to ask you if you'd ever get a life changing from somewhere you go.
So I had a corporate job for 27 years. I was always, a desk girl, Monday through Friday, worked my way up the ladder. I owned a home, I rented a beach house, all the things that you're supposed to do to be, and the boss I was working for at the time was due to retire. And I just got to the point, like, why am I sitting behind this desk? Like, I could. So I literally left my job, my home, packed nothing into storage, and went to Thailand. So to me, it was a freeing, experience. A friend of mine from Adawan actually went out there, and I found him on Facebook, and I just kept asking him questions. Hey, Chris, what's up?
What's up, Chris?
I just kept asking him questions, and he was really my inspiration because he has a whole awesome, wonderful story that you can find online. And I just kept asking him, how did you do this? How did you do that? How did you get off work? He's like, I quit my job. And I was like, and 2 weeks later, I'm like, I quit my job. What? So when I first went, it was the most freeing, enlightening, I did it. I did it. I'm coming back to no home, no this. I don't care. All of that, and it was
liberating. Right?
It was beyond anything you could ever imagine.
Any regrets?
No.
No.
I always tell anybody, especially my 3 nieces, I don't regret anything in my life, except I wish I did things sooner.
Yeah.
So if I would have done this sooner.
Why do you think you didn't? Mine was fear. I was always like, I'm not going to be able to do this. If I do that, I'm going to lose this, and that stability won't be anywhere.
I lived that life of working Monday through Friday. Well, I can't leave my job. I can't leave my home. How would I do that? How do anything?
You just want to be free from, you feel like you just be whole.
And it was wonderful. Don't get me wrong. But then I suffered an accident, and then that caused me to not be able to work, to not be able to be free, and then all my money went bye-bye. So that's where I started this depression and this I had a plan. What happened? Why is this happening? How do I get back from this? I had the accident and now I have no place to live. I have no place to go to heal. to physically heal. What do? So I have some great friends that let me stay with them. But you can't do that forever. And then,
did you have a higher power? Do you think that helped you through that, or do you believe in a higher power?
I always reach for my parents. My parents are both gone or passed away, so I always reach for them, and they'll give me a sign or what am I doing, and I do feel very protected by them. My parents, there's no doubt, my parents absolutely loved me, wanted me. Never was life perfect, no, but it was now that they're gone, that love is missing, and you're searching for it.
Yeah.
And you never get it. And when I tell you, both of my parents, they were divorced, thought I was like, the movie.
So you the only child?
No, I have 2 older brothers, but I'm the only girl.
I hope they're watching.
They ain't watching.
They're in the bed,
But so we're still together. We stuck together, through everything, all that. But you're always kind of searching for that, and the traditions of the holidays, and you make them for yourself, but it's just not the same. And again, when you're going through something, I want to call my mom. My mom's gonna make it better. And when it's not there, again, there's many people whose parents are away, but so I've always looked for them for a sign, and I do feel very protected by them because I just do. I don't know. I just
talk to them.
Oh yeah. Talk to him right now. No, I'm just saying.
They hear your ass.
But then I always say, God, just get me through. Thank you for this day. I'm grateful. I say a prayer every morning when I wake up. Every morning I say the same thing, and every night I say the same thing. And but like I said, there was this time where I just was lost, and I just didn't feel like that person anymore. I didn't feel like the leader that people say I am and everything, and it's just I didn't know.
It sounds like you were going through the dark night of the soul. Then you look that up, and it's like it's just like the worst place that we call it the dark side. We were telling Smoke the one show, that's what we call darkness. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you go through,
it's also a test.
You lose everything.
So,
it makes you stronger.
So I had a friend. So I'm always kind of saying to myself, what am I being tested for? And I've never said those words. And then I was telling a friend recently about just different things. And she's like, "Do you feel like you're being tested?" And I'm like, "All the time." And I just don't know. Do you just keep taking the tests, or when do you get graded and you're done?
When you pass the test,
you it's been tested, but when you stop being tested is when you start using what you was tested for.
When you learn your lesson.
You learn your lesson and start, and then you don't look at it as testing anymore. Right. It's like you just going through, dodging that, right. Going through. Because you already know that I've been tested. I've seen this before.
And that's when your discernment increases when you go through that. You know, when you're dodging shit, that's when you're.
I take everything in, and I'm like, okay, let me logically think about how to do this, and because now I'm not on my freedom mind anymore. Yeah. Now I'm back on my logical, how do I make this work? Because it's just.
But don't give up. What you were trying to do.
I mean, I had to not be mobile anymore.
I was trying to start the business, and then it just tanked, and then I was like, oh man, I gotta find a different route. So my goal was to keep my name relevant. Even though I work for other people, I was I'm not trying to lose my name, you know what I mean? So that's why I kept advertising with my name and everything, and I just kept going. I was like, just keep your name relevant. Just keep your name relevant. Even if you're working for somebody else, just keep that name relevant. Because pretty soon I'm going to break free and my name's going to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to do. Is just don't give up.
I did open my own business. I did. That's what I've been doing. And I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm an overnight pet sitter. You play, I stay. You like that, Smoke?
She's got a good business idea too. I was listening.
So
it's original.
It kind of boomed.
Yeah.
But I'm only one person. I did have a couple people here and there, but when it's your business, your name, you're the boss. I don't want to micromanage anybody. I want to be free. But now it's getting, a little hard on me. I'm just like, what am I doing? I love it. Don't get me wrong. I have some wonderful clients. I had to go through a lot to get to. Now I have some.
Now you can't delegate the responsibility to somebody else and make money while you're at work.
That's a whole nother aspect.
You need one person now.
I do have. I do. But I'm just saying, I've done different experiments. They say business is 5 years. I started in 21. So it's, I'm making money. I'm doing all the things. But now I'm just at a point now where I've traveled so much.
But you're out there
so now. When I am in my 220 square feet, which is a very small apartment, I feel at peace. I feel like
home is home.
I just want to be here because I'm always moving. I've always been moving.
Yeah, you need a quiet zone.
I just want to
Yeah, I mean, don't ever feel like that's a good part in life to be. You understand?
Yeah.
Because a lot of us gonna be there and don't have the experience of it.
Yeah.
You have the experience of it, so it's not a bad thing. That's a good experience to be. A lot of people can't be on their own.
I recently just went to my 30th high school reunion, and let me tell you, they were jealous. They were like, "Wow, Carrie, you've done a lot." So yes, I've done a lot. I've had some wonderful experiences. So getting back to this part of my life where I just couldn't escape these anxiety and anxiousness and all this fear of everything, literally.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't get myself out of it, so I would just do little things here and there.
Well, how'd you get out of it?
I just kind of kept at it, as far as, eliminating a lot. Eliminating situations, eliminating people, eliminating,
And some of those people must have been your lesson that you had to learn until you got rid of them.
It's just, really, I'm single, so you can meet somebody every day, and they always got some drama. And I'm just like, listen, I'm not trying to be, but I want the real deal. Like, I'm gonna be 50 years old. I'm not a kid, all that, and so it's like, you don't know who's genuine anymore. So I do have core friends, like those are my friends, they'll always be my friends. Friends from high school, like that we don't see each other, and then we do see each other. It's like as if we talked yesterday, because we grew up together, we know each other. So, and I love that. But everybody's got families.
Madawans!
Yeah, everybody's got their own gig, so it's,
I had to.
I see you're practicing.
When's the last time you've been to Madawan? When's the last time? I can't.
What's that?
When's the last time you've been to Madawan?
Why are you bringing up old shit?
Just saying.
It's like, it's been a minute. It's
very different now, but
I bet the train station still look the same.
Oh no, everything is different.
Do they still have those flea markets in the parking lot?
Oh, I don't know. My mom used to sell stuff there.
The switchblade with the comb in it.
We used to sell stuff there.
I used to love those flea markets in the parking lot.
I'm gonna say yes, but I'm not exactly sure because now they have farmers markets.
Okay.
It's a more sophisticated flea market.
Used to skip school, hop on the train, go to Perth Amboy. Yeah, we was all over the place on that train, boy. It was like $1.25, boy. That's all you need is lunch money to get the fuck out of Madawan. So, yeah, some fun back then.
Yeah, we did some good times. I have a lot of memories with, people from my senior class, just because we grew up. We went through the whole 12 years together. Yeah. So when we were seniors, it was like we were big dogs and everything.
Shout out Scott Davis.
Oh, one of the originals, right?
I love Scott.
One of the
Scott's a good dude.
One of the originals, yeah.
I'll never forget some of the seniors that you played sports with growing up. There's some great guys.
Yeah.
I do
want to give a shout out.
Good
so
dude.
In my class,
Charlie Rogers.
in my class, my girls, so my number one was Patty Ryan.
Well,
So I told her.
Shout out Patty Ryan.
Yeah.
I remember Patty.
And then Stacey Norris.
I think I
There's
remember
another
Stacey.
one. And Melanie Tarleton, which was class of 97, your class. So those three
Yeah,
girls.
I remember Melanie. Shout out Melanie.
Those three girls were my girls all of my senior year. So my mom passed away, and I was with each one of them at some point.
Who was your favorite teacher?
Oh, I can't think of her name right now. She went on maternity leave. So she was an English teacher.
I like Mr. Lloyd. Do you remember Mr. Lloyd?
Yeah, Mr. Lloyd. He lived to
Mr.
100.
Lloyd was the shit,
He lived
right?
to 100.
I know you open that door slow as hell. Everybody
He
be
was
waiting for him to get to that door, boy.
Howard Lloyd. Howard Lloyd.
Oh,
He's a legend.
man.
He's a man of one.
He
legend.
was. I remember him.
He was a
Coach
man of
Guerin, he was a good coach. I remember Coach Guerin.
one. Yeah.
Martucci, Turner.
That's all football.
Yeah, all football.
All football. I was on the other side.
The good old days.
So,
What was your thing in school? Chess?
I was in cosmetology. So I was going to be a hairdresser and have my own salon and all that good stuff. That was the dream.
What happened to your dream?
I worked in a couple salons and had a bad experience and was like, yeah, no.
Did you send people home bald headed and you was like, this ain't for me?
But it just, it just kind of got it. And then I got in a job in insurance, and I just worked for insurance for years and years and years. And I just went from insurance company to insurance company. And that was.
Was that healing for you or was that draining? Because insurance is like.
Well, at the time, it was my big girl career. It was my career. It was my, I got to wear the pencil skirt and have the briefcase and, all that. But
Car
then,
insurance?
No, health insurance.
Health insurance.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, health insurance.
That's
So,
when the health insurance was booming those times.
Yeah. I mean, I
That's
started off
when it
customer
switches.
service with the headset on, when you
That's
call
when
them.
I think
Flashback.
the healthcare, the switches that time. And you have to have a lot of people signed up quick.
Yeah. So then we all got laid off because each insurance company, closed.
Yeah.
So then during a period of time, I went to dental school and became a dental assistant. So I had to go do my clinical for radiology x-rays, and they're like, oh, you worked in insurance? Do you want to work the front desk? So they offered me a job working in front, and I became an office manager. So I'm like,
what in the Forrest
I
Gump
went
is going on in this
to be a dental
motherfucker?
assistant, and that's why I have a big smile. And I wound up being an office manager for 10 years.
Damn, he did everything.
So it's like
You've been doing things.
I know. So this is what I'm saying. Like when people
You can't be bored.
people are like, "What do you mean you're depressed? You have a
Right.
great life." I'm like, "Well, shit happens, And so now I'm in
Booming.
this. Now I'm in this. What do I do in my life? Do I continue pet sitting and traveling? Do I
Open a hair salon.
No, those days are over.
Your ass ain't been practicing. That's what it is. Huh?
No.
Everybody have your hairdo.
Yeah. But I mean, I considered going back and, all that. I mean, I have more certificates than you know. Like, I'm a notary. Now I'm going to be working the polls for the election this year for the New Jersey governor. Like, why do I get involved in this? Because I haven't done it and I want it on my list of things.
You have a bucket list?
I don't have a bucket list. I am writing my own obituary.
Okay.
So I will put on that I was on a radio show now.
Hold on, this ain't the end. This ain't the end. What y'all talking about? Bucket lists and obituaries.
I just say,
We said healing. This is the art of healing tonight.
It's usually like, they're kids, they're this, they're that. It'd be like, well, Carrie, and I wanted all the things that, no one's going to be like, she had great shoes or something. Like, no, she was good, and, all that jazz. So.
Do you meditate?
I tried, but I can't lower the voices in my head. Like I'm constantly thinking about my next move, my this, that.
That's normal though.
But when your meditation's supposed to be completely
Yeah, but when
free.
you have to get there though, you have to keep practicing to calm those noises so you can get there. So don't give up on yourself.
Yeah,
Like
I'm just saying, I'm constantly
it gets better as you
always
go.
thinking about the next move, thinking about the next.
So try this. Put headphones on. Go to YouTube, and I'll send you a link. It's the 13 chakras that I recommended before to everyone else. So start with that, and it's just you're listening to sound, so it's not.
I did do a sound healing thing a couple weeks ago or last week, and it was cool. It was different, but then you hear the cars outside, and you're like, Yeah,
that's why I recommend some headphones, some noise canceling headphones, and just lay down in the bed when you're about to go to sleep. That way you can kind of doze off into it, and...
Well, Smoke, do you meditate? Because, like, honestly, like, what is it supposed to do for you?
It calms you. It clears everything. It clears you. You can think a lot better. If you're thinking of, if you need an answer to something, go meditate and the answer comes to you. You advertising Hello Kitty on here? You don't get down like that. Say that just for
I am. So I mean, I have many friends that meditate, do yoga, all those things, and I'm always like,
balance.
I don't know. I don't know if I couldn't. I don't know. Meditate. I can't not think about nothing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Is like when you're first starting out, things are gonna pop into your head, and you let them, and then they're gonna disappear, and then something else is gonna pop into your head, and you let them, and then it's gonna disappear.
I have to focus on something. I'll focus on
God. On your breath.
I just focus on God.
And you focus on
and that's how I do it.
And you focus on your breath.
Because God is pure. God is love. God is nothing negative. So that's the only person I could ever just close my eyes and just think of God and everything.
So if you're saying Yahweh when you breathe, when you inhale and exhale, and you're saying Yahweh anyway, then focus on your breath.
Right.
Focus on saying the name Yahweh when you're breathing, and that's it. Just focus on that, and then all of a sudden. You know how when you're there, when you're meditating, you see an eyeball open looking back at you. That's how you know. That's how you know when your third eye is open, when you can see an eyeball looking back at you. Just so you know that.
Okay.
All right.
I'm looking. He's like, oh,
yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
Smokes sees that eyeball. He's gonna be like, what?
You're poking in the eyes.
It's just I just have to focus on God and just say, what, purity, and that's how I cleanse all bad.
And meditating is one of the closest forms of connecting to God, because you're shutting out everything else around you.
Yeah.
Connecting
like I said, I do
source.
the prayer. I do a certain prayer every morning and every night, but obviously throughout the day. But when I'm alone, like really alone, and I'm really just focusing, I'm just focusing on me. Like, what worked this week? What didn't work this week? Is it worth it to go out and do all this? Because now I can spend 3 days, recovering. Like, it's always just a constant. What I used to do 2 years ago, 5 years ago, I can't necessarily do now. But there is a whole nother avenues that...
I'm going to challenge that. Why can't you do it now?
Because it doesn't fit me now. Like, I don't like to drink and go to the bar and hop and all that and hook up and all that. That's...
I didn't know what you was doing. Never mind.
No, not that I did. But I'm just saying everybody wants to, I live at Jersey Shore. Everybody wants to, like, go to drink. Dude, let's go to this bar. Let's go to this concert, this and that. But I do have physical physical limitations now, too. Yeah. So I do have an actual physical that I can't do certain things. I can't stand too long, sit too long, because then that's just going to be aggravated and stuff. So
I got you. No twerking in the kitchen. Got you.
Never happened. But just even people, I've done it. It's not like I haven't.
Yeah.
But do I want to continue doing it?
Yeah.
So,
it was fun back then. We did it. You're
cool.
young. You guys, everybody has fun.
Now I just, every month I kind of recap the month before, and then what are my goals for this month. I kind of just do month to month, because sometimes going too far ahead and whatever. So for the month of August, I was like, I want an unplanned, clear calendar. I don't want all those days filled up. Unless it has to be, but I would constantly be like,
because that freedom don't feel so free when that calendar's filled up, does it?
Yeah. Exactly. But it's just, I was so social. I'm very social, so I would always be like, I see this, let's go here. And now I'm like, don't invite me. Don't invite me. Like, I'm good. I'm good. So the times that do go out now, it's during the day. It's short. It's with people that are like-minded.
That's what you want to be
just
around.
set all the boundaries of it's after 9.
Like-minded energy, I should say.
Huh?
I said that's what you want to be around, like-minded energy.
Yeah, and it's not always easy to find.
No.
And then when you do find certain things you connect with, they kind of go away too, because then they're moving on to different things. So.
Yeah.
Some things stick and some things don't. So at the end, it's really
you gotta let it flow.
Yeah, but
just let it flow.
I was an extreme type A person. Extreme.
Type A?
Type A is very organized, very so.
Must be.
So to go from complete freedom from being type A. So sometimes my type A person shows up and is like, I can't just go with the flow. I have to know what's happening, but trust me, I am a lot flowier now.
Yeah, you are a little nosy. You was like, what you typing over there?
No, I wasn't.
Your business. What you writing down over there? Mind your business.
He's lying. Totally lying. But, but no, I just honestly can't be bothered.
Do you have any healing methods that you use?
Just like I said, I have my prayer that I do it the morning and at night and throughout the day too. Just as soon as I get in the car, I say a prayer that I get safely wherever I need to go, because again of this fear of something happening or not happening. So I always just.
Did you get into it? If you don't mind me asking, did you get into a car accident?
No, unfortunately, a Great Dane dog. I was walking the dog, holding him, and he saw a squirrel and took off with me attached to him.
Ooh.
So the entire time, you're trying to pull him back, and this and that. It's not the dog's fault at all. Well, I went through a bush, flipped upside down, and landed. Couldn't feel anything from the neck down. 6:30 in the morning, raining, with this dog attached to me, alone. I can't. Well, it says my arm was broken in half. I never broke anything before.
Damn.
And I'm by myself, had it somehow, and they even at the hospital, how did you get up? I'm like, I don't know. Somehow I got up. I had a raincoat on. My arm was tucked in there. If it would have been on the floor. And then I got the dog back, got him care, drove myself to the emergency room. Now, mind you, this is just after I left.
She said she got the dog care.
I did.
The dog fucked her up.
No, because that's the kind of pet sitter I am, and kind of, but
she's check him. He needs an ice pack.
Yeah.
It's never the dog fault.
But it's I just left my job with insurance. I just left, so now I'm walking into the hospital with a broken arm. So devastation of and I don't have a place to live. So all that happened,
How'd you get through that?
So it was a very I'm in the emergency room. I've got this big cast, this arm. I work for myself. I work with animals. I left everything. I have a storage unit. Where do I go now? What do I do? So it was a lot of staying at people's houses, a lot of therapy, a lot of working with the government as far as getting help. And I will say the government was there for me. They get a bad rap, but they were definitely there for me, and I appreciated everything because I needed it. And but then my arm, unfortunately, it should have been healed by whatever point. It took 1.5 years for me to actually go like this. I couldn't do that.
You were in a sling or a cast all the time?
It just couldn't move. It was broken.
So you still do the dog thing?
I do, but it's
with the right arm.
It's very limited. It's mostly small dogs who go outside of the yard. It's very limited.
Because those dogs are really powerful.
Oh yeah. I'll go to a meet and greet, invite the dog something. I can't do it. because my arm is actually still technically broken. So one false move or anything, it's completely done. Yeah. I know it's just an arm, but to me, it's
you run while away from not using that shit no more.
I can't drive. You can't do. And so it was just this whole what happened? I just left all my comfortable everything and took a chance and a risk on myself, and so it just brought my spirits and everything.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
And then all my money was and everything. So it just. So I went back to Thailand a year later because I had no place to live. So there's where I went, and I got bit by a dog out there. Damn. And I had to go to a Thai hospital. I'm like, you want me to go to a Thai hospital? Okay. And in their protocol is if you go to the hospital, you have to have a rabies shot. You want me to have a rabies shot? Yes, 5 doses, 5 weeks of rabies shots and wound care, all that stuff. I did it.
What the fuck?
I rode my bike to the clinic with my leg all, and I did it.
5 weeks, huh?
And then I still had the weird arm. Then I was there for 2 months. I was in Thailand for 2 months, so it worked out for me.
So
and
I have to say,
the healthcare was awesome. The healthcare was really good. I was like, can you come to America? They're like, no. They're very no. But it was, so I'm like, what are we doing here? So do all that, come back, and now it's like, what's happening? And then active kindness came my way, where I was able to sublet an apartment, literally on active kindness, so I did. And then I kind of liked it. I was like, ooh, I like having a place. I like doing this, But now, since I still do the pet sitting, I'm home for 2 weeks and I'm not home for 2 weeks. So that's where I'm at. Do I still want to do that? And in the meantime, I'm trying to make my head and my emotions, not be so crazy. And,
if you meditate, it'll help.
So I live by the beach, so now it's I listen to the water, and I have peace in my own home now, which is great. But it took a while to get there, and I'm not there 100%. There's good days, bad days, just like everybody.
Of course. Every day is in summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's just, like I said, I've been watching the show since May, and every week I take a little bit from it every week, and it's helped me heal in ways that I didn't plan on it.
Yeah.
It just happened, and smoke is funny, and you get out all that and everything. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had a good show tonight.
That's the whole movement of the show, To be connected with people and make sure, it works. That's it.
Yeah. If we help one person, we're doing our job.
Yeah. I try to tell people to watch because I know, not everybody.
We touch some really real things, when we say we really mean it.
Yeah.
We don't go around words, and especially me. I don't know what Jersey.
Yeah, you do.
I don't go around the words.
No,
I just keep it real.
Well, I liked how you and Mona and Jersey would not battle it, but you would be. But in the end, you're best friends again.
Yeah.
See you next week.
It's never.
We gotta have different opinions.
Yeah.
It's never about the friendship. It's always about the topic and what is real.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Raise those vibrations.
Yeah, because it's not the person, it's the word. You know what I mean? It's
just love, peace, and light over here. That's all.
Well, you tell me if you're living on this light path, but you don't. So it's just God for you. God is where.
Yeah, God is the first love, and you have to always have Him first.
But when you have challenges, are you like?
You have to mention Him in His frame. You always have to have Him first, and then whatever come after. You think what after. Have Him in the first place in your head, and then think about whatever your strategy or whatever you want to do after. Have Him in mind.
And what's your first, Jersey?
Same.
You know, we can't. We
God,
have to always
universe, nature.
Yeah.
You know, that's how we connect, and that's how we work. You have to have Wi-Fi to work your phone or something.
No, we go with that Bluetooth.
You know what I mean? You have to.
So God is the Wi-Fi of the world.
Right.
And everything.
Right. We have to be connected.
And if you want to strengthen that connection, you go with meditate.
Yeah. Or you go get
people meditate in their different ways, right?
Or you go.
You could be sitting there and you zone out. And you're thinking about something. Well, you're not thinking about anything. You're basically just spaced the fuck out.
Yeah.
You're meditating. You can meditate while you're driving, shower.
I mean, forms of meditation or art of healing is, some people run. I have to run every day because that just gets me. Some people. I mean, I have a group of friends. We're knitters. We knit and crochet and make stuff. So to us, it's just a rhythm of. That's
like me when I work, when I'm doing
we're just in that zone, in that meditation frame, and then we have a sweater.
Yeah. And when you're in that zone, it comes out better.
Yeah.
Because you're channeling. You're like you're on that frequency.
Well,
the
like
creation.
you said with your job, like you can't be on the phone and all this, so you're just concentrating and you're focusing, and your mind is just.
Oh yeah.
So it's the meditation there too. So it's not always just like sitting there like.
Yeah, you tap into your creativeness, your authenticity. That's what I do anyway when I'm working, and it's a passion for me. So it's mindless. You don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Just so like,
because there's always chaos, even when you go into a store. The line is long, and and it's like but you just react a little bit differently. You're more patient. You're more like, okay, I'm not in a rush. I tell people, I'm like, I'm not in a rush.
Right. You're probably counting items like she got 6 more fucking items, and then it's my turn.
That's you. but no, you definitely handle things a lot better. I was always, somebody's out to get me, and why is this happening to me, and all that. And now I'm just like,
that's how you.
It's like
you can't.
Let that shit flow.
Things that you can't change. You just.
You can't change how people feel about you, how they think about you.
Just leave it alone. All right, what next? Yeah.
But
things that you can't change.
It's just been hard to do that through the years, and now, like you said, the lessons and everything. Now I'm just like, okay, So.
I think we all need to like trust ourselves more. You hear that little voice and you ignore it. That's what you should be listening to. Yeah. How many times you're like, I told myself I shouldn't have did that shit.
Yeah. Well, the gut.
Like I should have listened to myself. Yeah. Start fucking listening to yourself.
So not to like get back to that, but and it's not the dog's fault. But I had a gut feeling about this job because of certain things on the meet and greet, and I was like, I don't know. I don't like this.
What'd you say? Great Dane?
No, it's a whole story, and I just don't want to put it out there like that. But it is a whole story. But at the time, I was like, this is my new business. You got to roll with it. You've got to, make the hard choices. So I was just like manning up. And then after all said and done, I'm like, was that almost? I'm just making this up. Like was that almost somebody telling me like. So now, if I don't have that connection feeling with the people and everything, I'd rather be without.
Yeah, even if it's you're gonna lose out in any form of money or anything.
I'd rather be without, and I'm just like no, like sometimes you do a meet and greet and it's just you're not connected with the people. Forget the dog, but and I'm like, I don't. I'll take someone else's money that screen too. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to feel uncomfortable. So now if there's a gut feeling of like, this doesn't feel right, because I'm staying in their home and everything, I just say no. I'm like, no. It doesn't happen often, but it has happened a couple times because of it's like, I won't go against my gut feeling.
What's that movie? Us? When they were staying in the people's house and the other people came. What's that movie?
What movie? I don't know. Who's in it?
Something like that.
Who's in it?
Some creepy ass people living in somebody else's house.
No,
do you ever get creeped out living in somebody else's house?
No. I mean, I only go where to go. Like, I don't go all over the homes and everything. They're large homes. I just stay when I need to be, and that's that. But, sometimes you do a little, like, peek, like, what's down there? I'm like, there could be a whole family down there. I don't know.
Don't go down there.
I just do my job, and that's that. But there could be hidden families somewhere in the attic. I wouldn't know.
Take your ass down there. Keep your ass in the living room.
So yeah, it's been good. It's been great. It's been life-changing, all the things, but a lot of challenges. And I'm just not used to not being able to go forward. It's just taking a long time. Much better.
So do you have a perception of yourself in 5 years, or?
That's where I'm at right now. I just don't know.
I think that's okay though.
I'm
to walk on faith.
It's like, that's why I kind of do the month-to-month thing. I'm like, I just don't know. Do I see myself doing this, come back here in 6 months, or do I see myself living somewhere else? I can't see myself, so I don't. You
have to align with something.
Right. So that's what I'm in the process of. Like, what's working, what isn't, and trying and seeing where the lines go. So that's why I'm in a complete crossroads, because I just don't know what I'm doing.
You'll be all right.
Figure it out.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Word. Go meditate.
Yeah. But I do want to say thank you so much to Smoke, Jersey, for having me on. I watch every week, love it, enjoy it. Please don't stop. Can't wait for Mona to come back. She's my girl.
Miss you, Mona.
I really do, and I really was excited to come here. And
thank you for coming all the way from New Jersey, my hometown.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Madawan,
Really appreciate
Madawan Huskies.
Yeah, Madawan Huskies. That's it. You're like Huskies for life. It just doesn't go away.
Word.
It just doesn't.
Word.
So.
Love my Huskies, boy. One of my favorite. I always shout out Chris Brinford. That's my boy right there, man. Listen, man. Shane Vicari. Cooper.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's in my class.
What's his name though?
James
Cooper. Yes, he was a good dude.
Yeah.
He was a senior and I was playing. And
so he did the same thing. He kind of switched his life for 2 years.
Greg Tomaszak.
And then
good
came
dude.
back. So. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, I do know, because I'm a little bit older than you, so I do know people from the other classes too.
All right.
So,
Eddie Ballard. Shout out Eddie Ballard. John Lockwood.
You're just going to go down the whole list, all right? The whole football team. The whole football team.
Jersey's Higher Self Radio. We had a good show tonight. It was a blessing to have you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yes.
And you're writing a book, or you wrote a book.
That's...
So, oops, did I say something? When you get that hard back on there, come back and share with us.
Okay. Now I feel like I really have to do it.
I did that on purpose. But anyway.
Because it's been on my list for a long time.
There you go. Come back and share it with us.
Okay.
All right. Till next week, we're out. Jersey's Higher Self Radio. Peace.